Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching. I am back with a recipe video for you guys. This is a quick and easy vegan risotto. I'm going to start off with some vegetable broth into my nonstick pan. This is the Pacific Foods brand. This is just what I prefer to use as it doesn't have any yeast. It's also oil-free. Make sure you get an oil-free variety, but you can use whatever brand you like. And I'm just heating it up in my pan here. And I also have water boiling on another burner to get ready for some instant brown rice. Next, I'm going to be adding in some frozen mushrooms. These are just some frozen mushrooms that I got at Publix. And I use frozen just because they don't go bad and they're already sliced up, so it's just less work for me when I have a crazy toddler running around. You will probably see her in the background at times running around and being wild and crazy. So I do want to mention that I have a majority of this video way sped up just because otherwise it would be about, I would say like 20 minutes long. This recipe from start to finish really doesn't take very long, and that is why it has become a mainstay in our household. I make it probably once a week, and everybody in our household eats it, which is really nice. And on the plus side, if you are trying to do a 50-50 plate, that is where the amazing part will come in later, and you will definitely see how this is basically a 50-50 plate in one dish. So I did just add about 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic to the mushrooms that are in the pan. I didn't want to add the garlic too early because it can get kind of like overcooked in the broth, but I didn't want to add it like too late either, so I just wait until the mushrooms are probably like halfway warmed up to add the garlic, and you just add as much as you like. So you don't have a great angle of it, but I'm also multitasking and putting instant brown rice on the other burner while the mushrooms and the garlic are heating up. And I just use the Target brand Good and Gather instant brown rice. Nothing fancy about that. So now I'm adding in riced cauliflower. I just get this at Target, and I'm just going to stir it into the broth and the mushrooms and garlic and let this heat up for about 5 or so minutes. I pretty much just wait until all of my brown rice is done, and that's how long I heat up the cauliflower. And then I add in the brown rice to the mix and stir it all in. Next, I'm adding in a can of drained corn. Or a drained can of corn. That's probably how I should say that. And again, I just mix that all together as well. And next I'm adding in oat milk. I use the Chobani extra creamy oat milk. This does have a little bit of oil in it, but this is just what we had on hand. It is preferable that you use something that doesn't have oil in it if you are following the starch solution. Now I'm just adding in about 2.5 to 3 ounces of baby spinach, and I'm just going to stir this all in gently and let the spinach cook down, which does happen pretty quickly and pretty easily, just until the leaves are kind of like bright green and wilted a little bit. So after stirring everything through, making sure everything's thoroughly heated up, I will also add in garlic, salt, and pepper. You can add whatever seasonings that you like. The original recipe that I got this from, that I kind of like adapted it from, also added in nutritional yeast. We don't use nutritional yeast in my household as my daughter has a yeast allergy, and yeast is also a migraine trigger, so I steer clear of that. You could also add that. Really, you could adapt this recipe to add whatever you like to it, and that is the amazing thing to it. You could add whatever veggies you like to this. It is so adaptable, and that's what makes it great. So after everything is heated through, I literally just plop some in the bowl, and it is so creamy and so delicious, and this is what you end up with. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.